a timeless blueprint for thriving in an ever-changing world. In a world that feels like it's spinning faster with each passing day, where uncertainty looms and challenges seem relentless, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism emerges as a guiding light. Born in the bustling streets of ancient Greece and Rome, this school of thought is far from outdated. It's a masterclass in resilience, equipping us to navigate life's storms with grace and purpose. But Stoicism isn't just about weathering hardships. It's about transforming them into stepping stones for growth, wisdom, and enduring success. In today's chaotic landscape, whether you're grappling with personal struggles, striving for professional excellence, or simply seeking inner peace, Stoicism offers more than abstract ideas. It provides actionable tools, a practical roadmap to reshape your life over the next decade and beyond. If you're ready to embark on a journey of profound transformation, let's explore 10 foundational Stoic principles that can redefine how you approach life. These aren't mere philosophical musings. They are catalysts for lasting change. Principle 1. Commit to lifelong learning. Learning is not a destination. It's a lifelong expedition. In Stoicism, wisdom stands as one of the 4 cardinal virtues, and cultivating a mindset of continuous learning is essential for thriving in an unpredictable world. This isn't about accumulating facts or chasing credentials. It's about evolving. It's about expanding your understanding of the world and your role within it. Every piece of knowledge, no matter how small, contributes to a larger mosaic of insight. Whether it's mastering a new skill, deepening your relationships, or simply observing the nuances of human behavior, every lesson adds depth to your character. Reflection is key here. By pausing to integrate what you've learned into your daily life, you transform raw information into actionable wisdom. As the Stoics remind us, true wisdom lies not in demanding that the world conform to our expectations, but in adapting ourselves to the ever-changing currents of life. Embrace this process and watch as you evolve from a passive observer to an active architect of your destiny. Principle 2. Harness the power of small, consistent actions. Big transformations rarely come from grand gestures. They are forged through the steady accumulation of small, deliberate actions. Stoicism teaches us that progress is built brick by brick, step by step. Want to improve your health? Start with something manageable, like a 10-minute walk each day. Over time, these seemingly insignificant efforts compound into habits that yield extraordinary results. This principle extends beyond physical well-being. It applies to mental and emotional growth as well. Practicing gratitude daily, journaling your thoughts, or reflecting on your actions can gradually reshape your mindset, fostering resilience and positivity. The beauty of small steps lies in their simplicity. They remove the paralyzing pressure of perfection and replace it with the momentum of progress. Each tiny action becomes a building block, paving the way for monumental change. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Principle 3. Build resilience through relentless self-improvement. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill honed through practice and perseverance. Stoicism teaches us to view life's challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Every obstacle, no matter how daunting, carries a hidden lesson. The key is to approach each challenge with a mindset of continuous improvement. At the heart of this principle lies self-reflection. Take time at the end of each day to evaluate your actions. What went well? What could have been better? This habit of introspection transforms setbacks into stepping stones, empowering you to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. By shifting from a mindset of victimhood to one of active participation in your own growth, you cultivate the strength to navigate life's inevitable storms with courage and confidence. Resilience, like any muscle, grows stronger with consistent effort. Principle 4. Face reality with courage and acceptance. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the importance of accepting reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. Life is unpredictable, filled with challenges, losses, and disappointments. The Stoics understood that resistance only amplifies suffering. Instead of fighting against the tide, they urged us to meet reality head-on with acceptance and courage. This doesn't mean resigning yourself to fate. It means acknowledging the truth of a situation so you can respond with clarity and purpose. When you stop wasting energy on what should have happened and focus instead on what is, you free yourself to take meaningful action. Facing reality is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of strength. By embracing this principle, you equip yourself to handle life's inevitable hardships with grace and resolve. Embracing reality is far from a passive surrender. It's an empowering act of aligning ourselves with the truth of what is, rather than clinging to illusions of what we wish could be. Stoicism teaches us that true strength doesn't come from trying to bend the external world to fit our desires, but from adapting ourselves to meet life as it unfolds on its own terms. Acceptance begins with a simple yet transformative realization. Things are as they are. Whether facing minor inconveniences or monumental challenges, Stoicism urges us to approach life's uncertainties with clarity and calm resolve. By shedding the layers of expectation and narrative that cloud our judgment, we free ourselves to make decisions rooted in effectiveness and integrity. This acceptance isn't about giving up on progress. It's about grounding ourselves firmly in the present before taking meaningful action. For example, when confronted with professional hurdles, acknowledging their existence becomes the first step toward resolution. Instead of wishing problems away, accepting them allows you to address them head-on with purpose and precision. Acceptance recalibrates your focus, channeling energy into areas where real change is possible. Your responses, actions, and attitudes. As Epictetus wisely put it, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So let's challenge ourselves to see the world clearly and embrace it fully, not as a limitation, but as a foundation for growth. Each day, pause to reflect on the realities before you, asking how you can engage constructively. In doing so, this ancient wisdom will transform your ability to navigate life's complexities with composure and effectiveness. Discipline, often misunderstood as a form of restriction, is actually a gateway to freedom. The kind of freedom that empowers you to achieve, overcome obstacles, and unlock your fullest potential. Stoicism reminds us that discipline grants mastery over our impulses, guiding us toward lives shaped by intention rather than reaction. Think of discipline as the rudder of a ship, steering us through the unpredictable waves of distraction and desire. Without it, we drift aimlessly, carried by fleeting whims. With it, we chart a deliberate course aligned with our deepest values and loftiest aspirations. Cultivating discipline isn't about rigid adherence to arbitrary rules. It's about ensuring that every action serves a greater purpose. It means rising early not out of obligation, but because those quiet morning hours offer space for growth, time to read, reflect, or move your body. It means saying no to commitments that dilute your focus and yes to habits that compound into extraordinary results over time. Every disciplined choice builds momentum, like drops of water carving paths through stone, leading to profound achievements. But Stoicism invites us to go deeper, to understand why we practice discipline, what drives us to take on a task. Why do we resist short-term gratification? When our choices stem from clear, rational reasoning, discipline ceases to feel burdensome and instead becomes a conscious act of empowerment. Let's redefine discipline. It's not a cage, but a tool, one that unlocks doors to success and fulfillment. By embedding discipline into our daily routines, we don't merely follow reason. We forge a pathway to the future we envision for ourselves. Remember, each small decision contributes to the grand design of our lives, each action a thread in the tapestry of who we're becoming. Intellectual and personal growth transcends mere skill acquisition or knowledge expansion. It's a lifelong journey of evolution, adaptation, and self-discovery. Stoicism calls on us to question deeply held beliefs, challenge ingrained assumptions, and extract wisdom from every experience, no matter how mundane or challenging. Growth demands courage. The courage to confront discomfort, embrace change, and relentlessly pursue the highest version of ourselves. Through this lens, every moment becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and ascend. True growth is an inward journey, sparked by the light of self-awareness. It begins when we take the time to understand our strengths, confront our weaknesses, and define the values that shape our choices. This inner clarity becomes the fertile soil for which a life of purpose can grow, a life rich in both intellect and character. Imagine this process as tending to a garden of virtues. Each insight or skill you acquire is a seed, nurtured through patience and persistence until it blooms into something beautiful and enduring. Intellectual growth thrives on curiosity and a hunger for knowledge. Whether it's diving into books, engaging in meaningful conversations, or exploring unfamiliar fields, the act of learning keeps your mind sharp and open. Yet, true intellectual development demands more than passive absorption. It calls for active engagement. Challenge your beliefs, test them against opposing ideas, and allow them to evolve or be replaced by stronger truths. Growth isn't about clinging to what you know. It's about embracing change and expanding your perspective. Personal growth, on the other hand, focuses on cultivating qualities like resilience, empathy, and integrity. These traits transform theoretical knowledge into practical wisdom, enhancing how we interact with others and navigate the world. Take, for instance, the Stoic principle of amor fati, the love of one's fate. When embraced, this mindset reframes adversity not as a barrier, but as a catalyst for transformation. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to rise higher. Every setback a chance to learn and adapt. Remember, growth is not a destination, but a lifelong expedition. It's about refining your thoughts, aligning your actions with your ideals, and striving for harmony between who you are and who you aspire to be. By committing to both intellectual and personal evolution, you embody the Stoic ideal of living a life that is not only informed, but principled and purposeful. Influence, too, finds its roots in authenticity rather than charisma or power. Stoicism reminds us that genuine influence stems from integrity, the quiet strength of doing what is right, even when no one is watching. Integrity means aligning your actions with your deepest values, creating a life marked by honesty, fairness, and respect for others. When you live with unwavering ethical principles, people notice. They see your consistency, your reliability, and your steadfast commitment to doing what is just. Trust blossoms, and trust is the cornerstone of true influence. Consider the leaders you admire most. Often, their defining trait is their integrity. They speak truthfully, honor their promises, and make decisions rooted in morality rather than self-interest. Such individuals inspire loyalty not through coercion or manipulation, but through the sheer force of their character. In our daily lives, practicing integrity might mean standing up for justice despite unpopularity, admitting fault instead of shifting blame, or stepping aside to let someone else shine. Each small act of integrity reinforces your influence, proving that real leadership lies in living a Stoic life guided by reason, justice, and courage. Being true to ourselves transcends mere honesty with others. It is a pledge to continually assess and elevate our inner worlds. Authenticity demands rigorous self-reflection and accountability to the standards we set for ourselves. True integrity goes beyond outward appearances. It requires ensuring that our actions mirror our core beliefs. When we align our behavior with our ideals, we forge a profound sense of authenticity. This is not about crafting an image for others, but about living in a way that reflects our deepest values. It's about making sure that the person we see in the mirror is someone we respect and admire. The pursuit of personal growth also hinges on managing expectations, a lesson central to mental peace and lasting contention. Stoic philosophy teaches that much of our frustration arises not from external events themselves, but from the expectations we place upon them. By distinguishing between what we can control, our efforts, attitudes, and virtues, and accepting what lies beyond our grasp, external outcomes, we cultivate a mindset of realism. This shift liberates us from unnecessary disappointment and equips us with resilience when life takes unexpected turns. For example, imagine dedicating yourself to a project. You can pour your energy into working diligently, but factors like final results, others' reactions, or unforeseen obstacles remain outside your control. Focusing solely on achieving perfection sets you up for disillusionment. However, if you learn to value the process, the effort you invest, the lessons you gain, and your ability to adapt, you discover fulfillment regardless of the outcome. By letting go of rigid expectations and embracing flexibility, you unlock a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace. Obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the journey of life. You meet setbacks with poise and resilience, safeguarding your inner peace and emotional strength. This philosophy invites you to welcome life's unpredictability as part of its beauty. Stoicism teaches us to greet both triumphs and trials with a calm heart and prepared mind. It's not about lowering our ambitions. It's about harmonizing them with reality so that our happiness doesn't hinge on fleeting external validation or circumstances beyond our control. Instead, we cultivate a mindset where expectations are managed in a way that anchors serenity in our ability to navigate life's twists and turns with unwavering equanimity. Whether applied to relationships, careers, or personal development, this approach means aligning aspirations with practical wisdom, not settling for mediocrity, but forging a path that is both visionary and rooted in truth. By doing so, we shield ourselves from disappointment and preserve composure, not out of indifference, but because understanding breeds clarity. Another cornerstone of Stoic thought lies in the power of learning from others. Wisdom isn't confined to one individual. It flows through shared experiences and collective insight. Everyone we meet carries a lesson worth discovering. Stoicism urges us to live as perpetual students, eager to listen, observe, and absorb knowledge from every corner of life. Whether it's someone who has walked a vastly different path or someone we have the privilege to teach, each interaction holds potential for growth. Recognizing that no single person possesses all the answers frees us to embrace diverse perspectives that deepen our grasp of existence and human nature. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to expand, not just intellectually, but emotionally. True listening requires humility, setting aside preconceived notions to see the world through another's eyes. The more we learn, the more aware we become of how much remains unknown. And this awareness keeps us humble, open, and receptive to endless possibilities for growth. Finally, Stoicism reminds us to nurture curiosity and enthusiasm for life. Curiosity transcends mere pursuit of facts. It's about staying attuned to the marvels of the world and approaching life with wonder. It fuels exploration, sparks questions, and drives us to seek depth over superficiality. paired with excitement. Curiosity infuses our endeavors with passion and purpose. It's the thrill of discovery, whether mastering a skill, unraveling life's intricacies, or simply finding joy in everyday moments. As time passes, routines can dull our sense of wonder. Yet Stoicism challenges us to resist complacency. Stay curious, lean into uncertainty, and seek fresh experiences that breathe vitality into your days. This perspective enriches not only our own lives, but also inspires those around us. Curiosity and excitement become catalysts for personal transformation and meaningful connections with others. They keep the flame of lifelong learning alive, unlocking boundless opportunities for joy, evolution, and profound relationships. Approach each day with awe, embracing both challenges and chances for growth. Stoicism isn't merely theoretical. It's a practical roadmap for living with intention, resilience, and joy. Adopt these principles, push your limits, and let them reshape your life. Commit to never-ending learning, growth, and exploration, and watch as the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary.